This is my Kelty Trekker 65-liter external frame backpack, fully loaded, minus the weight of real food and water that I purchased for longer journeys, perhaps the Appalachian Trail. And we're going to Franconia Notch in New Hampshire to do the Ridge Loop, which includes Haystack, Lincoln, and Lafayette. And I thought about it a while, and even though I already spent enough money on everything that goes in this pack and that pack, I decided a day pack would be more reasonable for weekend trips or short journeys. And I got to being curious, so I bought this Osprey Talon 33 liter. So it's about half the volume of the Kelty. And I got to wondering exactly what in my Kelty could I fit in here, and two reasons: to see how much the Osprey could hold, but also to justify buying the bigger pack. So I'm not bringing much on the trip next week, but I got a Patagonia pullover. I got some lightweight shorts and shirts and some layers, and of course my Lone Peak hiking boots, hiking shoes. So I'm gonna pack all my clothes in here, and first aid kit and raincoat and some other miscellaneous items for the trip. But I'm gonna experiment right now with all the other stuff in this bag to see if I can get it in here. Of course, the advantage of the Kelty is it's got multiple compartments, so I can pack stuff in the lid. I can pack stuff in the main compartment. It's got all these pockets. I've made videos on it before, so I have tools and flashlights and water kits and all that good stuff in the side pockets. And of course, on the outside, I can strap a tarp and an additional thermal rest pad. And it's got the bottom compartment for my sleeping bag, whereas the Osprey, it's a single. Well, it's got a couple pockets on the lid, but it's a single bag type. It's got some external stuff for holding water and for stowing some additional items on the outside. But basically, the main pack is not compartmentalized like the Trekker here. So, yeah, let's go. Let's see what I can put in that bag. So I'm not gonna go crazy and take everything out of the side pockets. I got my water filter in this pocket and handkerchief and some other things, and in this pocket I have flashlights and headlamps and maps and so on and so forth. But let's just see if it fits the majority of the stuff I'd really use. So this isn't my real sleeping bag. This is a mock-up because I keep the real bag in the closet in the storage sack. But this is about this size, and I keep it in the Kelty just for planning purposes. So let's start by seeing if the Talon would fit that in the bottom. It just about fits perfectly on the very bottom here. I got this Thermalite fabric liner. I won't try to fit that in there. I got clothes in here that I'll debate bringing up with me. So that takes up the whole bottom compartment of my Kelty, is the sleeping bag and a bunch of sleeping clothes that I want to keep dry. So I got a sleeping bag in the Osprey. Here's my Nemo Dragonfly tent. Normally I would put that on the top, but I'm just gonna fit it in here for now. I got my poles for the tent. Those just about fit in here all the way down the side, along with so that'll work. I can keep those inside, or I could store them on the outside here, but they fit in the bag, and I just want to see what's going on. This is my Thermal Rest Neo Air sleeping pad. I'll put that just on top of the tent. And I'm about 2/3 full with room for stuffing things. Here's my tent stakes. They actually fit in the bottom too, right alongside the sleeping bag. Here's my cooking pot. It's a titanium 3-set toques. I'll just squeeze that on top here. So I'm running out of room for food already. But on an overnight hike, I might just store that on the very top. I'm gonna put my first aid kit in the main compartment. Actually, I'm gonna put my first aid kit in the lid. Let me put that on top. There's a opening on top here. I don't need that in there. First aid kit, I'll put that on top on the outside. That fits nice there. That'll also take more room too. So let me put my raincoat up top too for shits and giggles, because that'll fit in there. So this Osprey is already holding the majority of the things that are in my Kelty. On the inside, I don't know. I could put maps and stuff in here. I'm just gonna leave that empty for now. Here's my. Hey, let me put my. Well, I don't have much room for clothes now, so let me eyeball a few layers of sleepwear. That'll probably fit in there somewhere. I could stuff that in there nice, right down the side. It fits. It actually opens the bag up more and gives me more space by stuffing it down in there. So here's where I would put, let's see, let's put some clothes. Here's my food bag. I could just about right now put 2 nights of food on top here, so there's space. So let me just cinch that up, because I don't want to exaggerate what this bag can hold, because without food, it's kind of a little bit deceiving. So I got my tent, poles, stakes, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, and some clothes in here. And it's a little loose. I could stuff more in there, and that would be where I place food for 2 nights. I can put my water bottles on these outside. Oh, the water bottle compartments get pretty tight when the bag is fully loaded. But I can get them in there. But with the bag fully loaded, you really have to push in on there. So let me get 2 bottles of water here. Oh yeah, see, it's getting kind of tight. And on the outside, just for fun, let's just throw stuff in here. That could be something I need. That could be more food, some underwear. I could put my pillow, just to get a sense. So, my conclusion here, on a real quick go, and that's without even stuffing the. This is where I put a phone. I could put a phone here. I could put some snacks here or some tools. So without going crazy, real quickly, I can get a majority of what I would need for a weekend trip in this Osprey Talon 33 liter, which is half the volume of my Trekker. I will note these side pockets are still full, and I had a lot more extra room in this Trekker because the lid goes up. I can get a lot more supplies in or food, but it will bring the weight up. This bag was weighing 25 pounds without food and water. That's about the capacity of what this bag will hold filled. It's 25 pounds, they say. So I think you could do an ultralight distance journey on this with the Osprey alone, which is what most hikers do, without carrying all the extra essentials. But again, I wanted to buy something that was a little more robust, which is why I got the external frame Kelty. You can see I got an additional sleeping bag, or an additional thermal rest pad here, which will actually help to cushion the air mattress and protect the air mattress. I got a tarp here that goes under the tent. I don't have any of that strapped to here. And I got all kinds of supplies in here and a lot more extra room in the Kelty. So I'm glad I have both bags, but I'm also very pleased that the Osprey will do not only for a day hike, but for a substantial weekend hike, or maybe even a smartly planned ultralight pack for the entire Appalachian Trail. So you know, I'll have some thinking to do if I decide to do the Appalachian Trail any amount of distance. Do I really want to lug around all this extra weight, even though I'd feel safer when I could just smartly pack this baby and be a lot more comfortable on a trail? So I just wanted to make this video, kind of compare and contrast these two packs. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll follow up with a video of our hike on Franconia Notch Loop next week. I'm going to try this bag out. I'm going to try out my legs on a couple 5,000 foot or so. All right, thanks for tuning in to Kafkuba Channel. I hope you gained something out of this. Ciao.